Hey guys, I don't care what sport you watch. This is where the best information is. Tonight's matchup between the San Antonio Spurs and the Detroit Pistons offered a clear case study in defensive hierarchy and the impact of rim protection on high-usage guards. We are breaking down how Victor Wembanyama's presence alters offensive geometry and why Cade Cunningham's efficiency struggles are a symptom of Detroit's structural limitations.
Hey guys, it's your favorite Dunk here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. The game tonight, the Spurs beat the Pistons, the two hottest teams playing right now. San Antonio Spurs beat the Detroit Pistons on the road by the score of 114-103. Wemby was everywhere tonight. 21 points, 17 rebounds, 6 blocks. He was sensational, and because he forced the Pistons to shoot 38% from the floor, 19% from the three. Stephon Castle had 16 points and 11 assists, all the while holding Cade Cunningham to 5 of 26 shooting. The Spurs have started their annual rodeo road trip 5-0 for the first time since 2012, and now they are 41-16. 114-103 over the Pistons. Joe, you watched this ball game and you saw this is a very young San Antonio team, but they play way, way beyond their years. They look good.
Oh yeah, Ocho, they look real good because, you know, they kind of top heavy, but they got some great complementary pieces. And you look at Vassell and Champagnie, those guys pretty much won the game. I mean, Vassell started off the game, he was cooking with grease. You hear me? He was hot as fish grease. I think because Wemby, Fox, and even little Dylan Brooks. I mean, not Dylan Brooks, Dylan Harper. Those guys put so much pressure, you know, on the defense, bro. And Wemby anchors the defense, Uncle Ocho. Even if he don't block your shot, he's gonna alter it.
You know his tall ass back there.
Oh man, but they got so many weapons. They got so many guys who can beat you. You don't know on a night-to-night basis who gonna explode for 25, 30 points, because it may be somebody who you ain't really game plan for. And for Detroit, Cade can't go 5 for 26. You know, Detroit depends on him so much, and this is, you know, part of the MVP talk that we've been talking about. Right. He can't afford to have off nights like this, Ocho, and expect for the Pistons to pick him up and they win. It's just not possible. So the good thing about all this, the Pistons won't have to see them unless they make it to the finals, but because
thank God. You're right, Joe. You look at Tobias Harris, 1 of 6. Duncan Robinson, 5 of 15, 3 of 11 from 3. Cade Cunningham was 5 of 26, 2 of 9 from 3. Yeah. Ronald Holland came in. He hit his first 3 shots and then to go 2 of 10 for the rest of the game, 1 of 6 from 3. Javonte Green, 0 of 5. Dennis Jenkins, 3 of 10. And you look at, like I said, Champagnie and Wemby and De'Aaron Fox, Vassell. Remember, guys, they got rid of Shannon because they couldn't get him any minutes.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
They had to let him go. Castle was doing what he does. They moved Harrison Barnes, was once in the starting lineup. Now he's coming off the bench. Keldon Johnson comes off the bench. Dylan Harper, who's a top 3 pick, comes off the bench. Yeah. So this team is loaded. And like you said, Joe, on a given night, you really don't know who can light you up. You know Wemby can go get you 30-20. You know Stephon Castle, he had a 30 or 30-point triple-double a couple of nights ago. Champagnie, but this is a good team, man. They play defense. They play hard because they can funnel everything to Wemby. Man. You know Wemby back there. Oh, yeah. He might not block it, but he damn sure gonna alter it.
Oh, yeah. And another thing, Uncle Ocho, it ain't but a handful of teams in the NBA who extend their pressure to pick up defensively. San Antonio is one. Detroit can do it. OKC. Boston does it too, and Indiana. And so this was a good defensive game. I thought it was physical. I thought Duren played great against Wemby. Uncle Ocho, he was physical with him early, took his legs from him a little bit, you know, because I thought Wemby kind of got off. He kind of got off to such a slow start, but I thought Duren energy, effort, and just his physicality alone is what kept him in the game. But they gotta have Cade play a lot better than this.
Yeah, I think obviously I watched the game, Uncle Joe, and obviously Wemby, Vassell look very good. Castle, Wembanyama gonna do what he does, but Detroit is a good team, right? They play both. They play very well on both ends of the court. But Cade Cunningham, based on the comments he just made a few days ago, not too long ago, about him being the best,
American player
right now. I mean, most definitely. So games like tonight, it has to show up when you're playing against the cream of the crop when it comes to teams like the Spurs. So I mean, obviously, you won't always have games like this, but games like this where we need you to show up and be at your best. This is the time to show out.
Yeah, I agree, Ocho.
Yeah, I agree with you, Joe. I don't know if they have another guy that I can consistently, if Cade get held down, who can I really count on to go give me that production?
Right.
Everybody else, I mean, you look at OKC, if you shut off Shea, you got J-Dub.
Yeah.
You got Chet.
Yeah.
So you got other options. If you say, I want to shut down Jokic, now you got to deal with Jamal Murray.
Right.
Yeah.
So the other teams have guys that, let's just say take the Rockets. Now, Şengün hadn't been playing well of late, but you know he's a walking 2020 guy.
Oh, yeah.
If you say, I'm going to take KD away, Şengün can punish you.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at Detroit. I'm not really counting on Tobias Harris because I've seen enough of him. I saw him in Philly. And when Joel Embiid couldn't get it going, I just don't have a whole lot of faith in Tobias.
He gonna have to step up and give him something. He the veteran president on the team. He done been there. He's played on, some pretty good playoff teams. I think when the postseason come, he gonna have to win them a game or two in a series in order for them to advance because you put so much on Cade, Cade gonna have to play like D Wade played and when was that? 06?
in the final series?
In order for him to win, Dallas.
He averaged 34 though. He averaged 34.
Ocho, in order for the Pistons to win, that's what Cade gonna have to do. He gonna have to take over. He gonna have to have an out-of-body experience to the point to where he's consistently carrying this team night in and night out. I think that's gonna be the hardest part about them advancing in the postseason because other teams gonna gear up to stop him.
Yes. And he'll take some difficult shots. He's not the most efficient. We saw the other night, Joe, where he got up 34 shots against the Knicks. Now they won 42, 13 and 8.
Yeah.
And so when you're inefficient and you win, people tend to look past it.
Right.
But when you go 5 of 26
and you lose,
they're like, well, damn. Well, this is kind of his MO.
Yeah.
He's not the most efficient. And I get it. He's going to take some difficult shots. You ask him to do a lot because he's an outstanding defender. But I'm going to go back to Tobias Harris. The best thing that ever happened to Tobias Harris is that he got a chance to play with Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons caught all the flack while Tobias was on a max contract and wasn't getting criticized at all. Because everything, it was like Joel Embiid or Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
And Tobias Harris flew up under the radar. You'd have thought he was a B-52. Flying up under the radar because he went undetected. And then you looked up like, hold on. How Tobias only had 6 points?
Right.
And we killing Joel Embiid. We killing Ben Simmons. But he's a max player too.
Yeah, I agree. He got to take some blame for that. But I think things are a little different for him. I think he should know anyway, in order for them to even have a chance, Ocho, to make it to a finals, he got to get them a consistent production night in and night out. It's just not possible. They're not offensively heavily structured to put up 130, 140 points a night.
No.
Right.
They're not constructed like that. So I expect Cade, obviously, to play a lot better, and I expect him to get a little help from these other guys. I think Duren has been playing awesome.
He was. I mean, he's an all-star. He played really good in the all-star game. He was on the Stars that ended up beating the Stripes.
Yeah,
and they won. And they won the all-star. So I'm counting on Duren to give me a double-double. I'm at least counting on him to give me somewhere between 16 and 20, and somewhere between 10 and 15 rebounds. I'm penciling that in, Ocho.
Oh yeah,
And I ain't got no whiteout and I ain't got no eraser, so it's an ink. It's in Sharpe. It ain't going nowhere. So I got that down. So JB goes to him and says, "Son, this is what I expect of you: 16 to 20, 10 to 15. Cade, I need you to be an all-NBA player. I need you to be you say you're the best American player.
You got to show me
in the MVP discussion.
You got to show me.
You got to.
Yeah.
And you got to take it to another level because there's levels to this. If you really look at the best NBA players, look at their playoff averages compared to the regular season average.
I agree.
They elevate.
Yeah, got to.
Go look at Jordan. You go look at Kobe. You look at LeBron.
Yeah.
You look at Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray is out of this galaxy.
Yeah. You're right.
But that's because that's when you make your name. That's when you grow, become that iconic and grow that legacy. Is what you do come postseason.
Right.
And if they're gonna be what they think they can be, in Detroit, because who's in there? If you really think about it, who's in their way? The Knicks, maybe the Celtics.
Yeah.
I mean, Orlando's kind of up and down. Toronto is kind of hit or miss. I don't know what B.I. I'm going to get on a consistent basis. Scotty Barnes on a consistent basis.
Right.
So right now, if you make me pick, I say probably the Knicks, Celtics. But Detroit's going to have to play a little bit. I mean, you can't shoot 38% and 19% from the three and expect to be an upper echelon team.
Yeah, I think Cade he'll take blame for this. Just being a leader, Uncle Ocho. It's just some games you gotta raise your hand, and be like, "Hey, my bad tonight."
Yeah,
because
we forgot about the Cavs. The Cavs gonna have something to say about it too. Beard, Donovan. Yeah. Those two big twin towers, Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. Yeah. So they're gonna have a little something to say. And they got Merrill can shoot the ball from three. He can get hot and he can shoot you out the building in a hurry.
Yeah, they had just came off like a 7-game win streak. They lost the other night, but they have been playing pretty good ball. But back to Cade, Uncle Ocho.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily too worried about his inefficiencies. I need him to be aggressive. He got to be aggressive. You remember how AI was when he was playing for Philly? He got to look to score the ball. He has to take volume shots because everything is going to be catered to stop him, and he's got to this is what superstars do, man. They show up when time is needed. He got to be ultra aggressive.
But here's the thing, Joe, if he say if he can be somewhere between 44 and 47%, he start getting down there that 41, 40, 39, 38, they got no chance.
Yeah, no.
They got no chance because a lot of those shots, they're going to get runouts.
Yeah.
So that's what you got to be careful because, some of those shots, they're going to be air balls, they're going to throw the long pass, they're going to throw a touchdown pass, or it's going to hit the back iron, and then next thing you know, 2 dribbles and a layup at the other end.
Right.
So that's my only concern. As long as he's not in the low 40s, dip down to the 30s, I think they have an excellent chance of winning.
I agree. I think what hurt him tonight, he got off to a bad start. He was 8, 1 for 9 to start the game. Hey, when you get off to a start like that, in order to get back to 50%, boy, you got to start cooking.
You got to make it your next 8 shots.
Yep.
You make it the next 8 shots, now you at 50%.
Yes, sir. You got to start cooking. That's one of the worst feelings because you try to get it all back at once, Uncle Ocho, but you have to take your time and just let it come to you, bro. It's just a part of the game.
Because the great player, what you say, Joe, shoot or shoot.
Yeah, shoot or
and
shoot.
you believe the next one's going in.
There you go.
You're like, damn. Man, somebody take the lid off the basket. The hell? Boom. and you get good looks to that thing. I mean, he had 1 3. It was all the way down and just came out.
Oh man. I know that feeling too, boy. That's an ugly feeling. It's tough. It's a tough one.
Ocho, that's like us. You struggle a couple. You drop 1 or 2 early.
Then
you fight the ball.
It beat you up.
Man, I done caught the ball like 6 times. That's only 1 catch. You bob it. I'm like, ooh, all over here.
Yeah, I know exactly what it feels like all so well.
Yeah.
Also.
The tactical narrative of this contest centers entirely on the interaction between the San Antonio Spurs' defensive scheme and the Detroit Pistons' heliocentric offensive reliance on Cade Cunningham. When analyzing the box score, the 5 of 26 shooting performance from Cunningham stands out, but the tactical reasoning behind those numbers is more significant than the statistics themselves. San Antonio executed a textbook defensive funneling strategy. By deploying Stephon Castle at the point of attack, the Spurs utilized his length and lateral quickness to pressure Cunningham's handle aggressively. Castle's objective was not necessarily to generate steals, but to force Cunningham into specifically designed zones on the floor where Victor Wembanyama operates as the primary help defender. Wembanyama's impact, 21 points, 17 rebounds, and 6 blocks, transcends the raw counting stats. His true value lies in his defensive gravity, a concept usually applied to offense. Defensively, his wingspan and recovery speed shrink the playable area of the half court, effectively neutralizing the paint as a scoring zone for hesitant drivers. This forces ball handlers like Cunningham into taking contested mid-range jumpers or floaters over extreme length, which are statistically low-efficiency shots. The Pistons shot just 38% from the floor and 19% from three, a direct result of this altered shot profile. When the primary initiator cannot collapse the defense to open up perimeter shooters, the entire offensive ecosystem stagnates. Furthermore, the Pistons' offensive structure exacerbates these issues. The analysis points to a critical lack of secondary creation and spacing reliability. The criticism of Tobias Harris is warranted from a schematic perspective. As a veteran presence on a max contract, his inability to command defensive attention allows opposing schemes to overload on Cunningham. If the secondary options are not viable threats, defenses like San Antonio's can afford to stay home on shooters and drop deep into the paint. Jalen Duren provided a bright spot by utilizing physicality to disrupt Wembanyama's base, a valid tactical counter to superior length. But physicality alone cannot compensate for a lack of perimeter efficiency. From a developmental standpoint, the Spurs are showing advanced maturity. Their ability to execute defensive rotations and cover for one another speaks to a well-drilled unit. The rodeo road trip is historically a period where the Spurs solidify their identity, and starting 5-0 indicates high-level execution. Conversely, Detroit faces a strategic dilemma. High-volume, low-efficiency production from a franchise cornerstone is unsustainable for postseason success. As noted in the discussion regarding playoff adjustments, defenses in a 7-game series will systematically remove a team's primary option. If Cunningham's efficiency remains in the sub-40% range, it compromises not just the offense, but also the transition defense, as long rebounds from missed jumpers often lead to opponent runouts. The Pistons must find a way to diversify their attack or drastically improve the quality of looks created for their primary ball handler.